Welcome, Louie, to the 180 Cadence podcast. Great that you could make it today. Louie Minnet is running in the Sum 80 this year, backing up from last year where he ran in the Sum 30 and did really well in that. His recent races, he's just come back from, he was part of a world record attempt, which he didn't get, but another fellow did, ran at Dead Cow Gully, and he ran in the I'm Still Standing Backyard Ultra earlier in the year. Thanks for joining me, Louie.
Thank you for having me.
Just want to get to know a little bit about you and what some of your aspirations and goals are coming up for the Sum in a couple of weeks. First of all, what sports did you play at school?
I played soccer and tennis. Did a little bit of athletics, but never competitively, just during the school athletic carnival. So I liked high jump, I liked 800 meters, never touched any other running ones because I was too slow or not fast enough on the longer distances. And then, just weekend soccer and the occasional tennis match.
Okay, so you're still only very young. When did you decide that running was your sport?
I think I started running 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know when I decided it was my sport. I think I found trails and then just enjoyed being out in the bush and exploring and getting to see really cool places with the excuse of going there and running an event. I think that was what drew me to it.
Okay, so you prefer trails over
road
overall?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. And with the Sum 80 coming up, you've run a couple of backyard ultras, which is a different type of race. How's your training been for the Sum 80?
It's been about one single block so far, or halfway through. It'll be a block by the time we race it. It's been much quicker than the backyard ultra training. General paces have been higher, but everything's feeling strong and consistent. There's a little bit of interval training trying to find the speed back in the legs after a couple months without it.
Okay. What's your expectations for the Sum 80?
I hope to win. I can't say I expect to win. I'm not sure of the competition, but the goal is definitely to give it my best crack, for sure.
Okay. What sort of shoes are you going to be wearing in the race?
I've got the Tarkine Trail Devil 2s. So no super shoes, just something comfy.
Okay. And in the race, are you someone who's a good leader or someone who likes chasing the leader down?
I like chasing. I don't like the stress of having someone on my heels the whole time. I've tried it for a few Ks in previous races and it was miserable. So I like knowing that someone's ahead of me, knowing that I feel good and knowing that I can try gap the distance if they're nearby.
Okay. You've done quite a bit of training on the trail. What's your favorite part of the Sum 80 course?
I did Manly Dam last weekend. I don't know if that was my favorite. That was very hard. There's some faster sections there. Going when you're around the down by the water, it's good. But it's not super fast moving. I think we go down to Bobbin Head for the 80.
Yeah.
That the fire trail there is good. It's a nice, open, fast moving section. But yeah, I will be dreading Manly Dam a little bit, but also excited for it.
Okay. Do you prefer the uphill or the downhill sections?
Uphill, I think. I think I can chug away on the uphills and not necessarily quick, but I don't find I need to hike very often for the uphills.
Okay. And what do you do for a job?
I work as a bike mechanic and at a climbing gym at the moment.
Okay. And how does that help your running? Like, do you have time to balance running with all of that?
Yeah, I think the climbing gym specifically, it's a similar community to trail running. So everyone's just stoked on being active and staying healthy. We've got the gym there, so it makes it easier to do all the accessory work, all the strength work and everything.
Yeah. And when it gets hard in the race, do you have a why that pushes you through?
I want it to be over soon. The faster I run, the faster it's over, I think.
Yeah. they say that runners are either running away from something or running towards something. Do you have any like future goals that you've set for yourself?
I want to, I don't know, it'd be amazing to run full time, but I think just, yeah, continuing to explore different places and run different trails, run different mountains. I think that's what keeps me running. I like the little strike missions and adventures of it.
Okay. Who do you normally train and run with when you're on these missions?
On these missions, occasionally Corey Arkins, and then I've got a mate, Peter, who will often cook up some sort of route, whether it's running or cycling, and very happily tag along with that. I think I train on my own usually around the city, but then when I'm out on trails, if I can run with someone on the weekend, I will do that. And recently my brother, he's gotten into running a bit, which has been good, letting him be a little guinea pig of mine, I think.
Is he a younger brother?
Younger brother, yeah, 2 years younger, but very, very stubborn kid. So
Okay. Do you think he's got potential?
I think he is running because he can't climb. So he's we have this pact that if he ever injured himself climbing, he'd run, and if I ever injured myself running, I'll get heavily into the climbing. I think he's doing the backyard in September, and he's too stubborn. So I'm now going to get a ticket so that he doesn't beat me. So
It'll be a family affair because your mother also runs.
yeah,
it.
Mum runs it too. Just got to get Dad running, and then we'll be all set.
Keep him in support crew. Maybe that'd be the best idea.
Yeah. He's a good cook. He can do all the meals and stuff, I reckon.
So on the trails, have you had a fun experience, like a funny thing that's happened during your training or during a race?
Nothing that comes to mind. I think when you get to the point in training runs, or when you're tired, or in little weekend missions, I think that's when everything becomes funny.
Yeah.
I've had the single best sleep of my life on a half a park bench for 30 minutes in the middle of the Blue Mountains on a ride one time. That was good.
Do you have a running hero?
I don't have a running hero. No, no single name comes to mind. I think I get inspired by most anyone who does cool feats of endurance, and obviously there's all the races in the US and Europe, all the athletes there, and they're running very quick times. So it'd be nice to one day be at that level.
Do you have a running coach?
Until recently I was being coached by Sam Harvey, and he was very, very helpful. I just not in the financial position at the moment to continue that. But yeah, he was really, really helpful with training for Dead Cow and I'm Still Standing. And he's got a wealth of knowledge, so it's good to pick his brain a bit.
He's second best, isn't he?
Yeah.
Poor guy. I feel sorry for him. Do you have any sponsors? Like, there's a time we can get you some sponsors.
I don't have any sponsors. I would love some sponsors. They're great. Any gel sponsors?
Gel sponsors.
Far too expensive.
What's your gel that you like that you normally train with?
I train with Science and Sport a fair bit. They're quite good. When the budget allows, I'll get some Morton gels because they're nice as well. I think the texture's good on those. Most gels are pretty fine, I think, but Science and Sport is good.
We've got a lot of runners doing their first ultra marathon, whether it's the 80, the 50, or the 30. Do you have any advice for them for the sum?
I'd say, aside from the cheesy one of enjoy it all, I think, you're out in the bush, you're breathing clean air, you're running with like-minded people. So just, keep your head up, look around, notice small details. It is fun, and it'll suck at some point, and you wish it was over. And then the next day you'll be looking for the next one. So keep that in mind, and have a good time.
I know you're only like 24 years old. Do you have any advice for a younger Louie, like a 17-year-old Louie, that you would go for, I wish I did this differently?
I'd say don't try new food out on race day, because that ends horribly. Yeah, I did that a few years ago and it was not good.
What was your experience with it, though?
I was in New Zealand racing, well, not racing, just running Tarawera, with my brother. He was the only crew person. We didn't have a car. Hadn't pre-prepped tons of food, and I had just bought like just gels and bars with me and no other snacks to eat. And I'd had the gels before. I'd never had the bars, and it was just like far too much sugar, far too sweet. I think I got 4 hours into eating those bars and was like, I don't think I can stomach another one. And then the nutrition just went downhill from there.
Okay. Do you have a rivalry with another runner? You look on the start line, you look left, look right, I'm not gonna let that guy beat me today. Is there anyone?
No, I don't think so. It's a friendly rivalry with Corey, I think, but I do know that he's ridiculously quick. So it's more of a like, that's a standard I want to get to and then go from there.
Well, he's not in the Sum 80, so you're in different races.
Yeah.
So at least you're both racing, which is great. Do you have a running playlist? Like when you're training, do you listen to music?
I don't usually, no. I'll listen to the occasional podcast. I listen to the Boulder Boys podcast. They're quite good. I find I like the idea of having a playlist ready to listen to if I want to, but then I get deeper into races and don't really like the idea of chucking earphones in and listening to stuff. But anything for an acoustic, will offer me a little pick me up.
Okay. Is there an overseas race that you think, wow, I want to do that in the future?
I saw the Grand Raid this morning. That looks very fun.
Yeah.
I was looking through photos and race reports of that. Yeah, I will try anything. Happily try anything overseas. I think the change of scenery is really cool.
Where's that one?
The Grand Raid.
Yeah.
That's in, oh God, I should know this. St. Louis, some islands, some French island.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about future races? What other races have you signed up for in the future?
I've got 6-foot track. Will be after this. Then I need to get a ticket to the Lonely Mountain 100K. And at the end of the year, either Coast to Cozzy if I can get in, or the GPT miler, one of the two, depending on if I get into Coast to Cozzy, then it's that. If not, then I'll try for GPT and try find a ticket for that.
Have you lined up your crew for Coast to Cozzy?
Just mum, I reckon.
Just mum?
Mum and maybe a friend or two.
Okay.
The girlfriend can help.
Okay, good. What's your thoughts on backyard ultras? I know you've run a few of them. Have you run them to your capability yet?
No, I don't think you ever do. I think you finish one, and even if you're happy with the performance, you always think you could have gone a few laps further. I definitely don't think I've gotten as far as I would like to get. I do like them. I think they're a very approachable format. I think it's like anyone can try, even if you've not run 5Ks before. You turn up and you'll surprise yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone is there for everyone else. You want all the other runners to go as far as possible. So, yeah, I think it's very approachable. It's just my mum describes it as a festival without the drugs and alcohol. I mean, there's probably a bit of alcohol between the crew, but yeah, it's just to camp out in the bush for a few days and watch people go a little insane, I think.
A lot insane.
Yeah.
When you're running, is there something like the last couple of Ks of the run where like a food or a drink where you think, oh, I'm really hanging for that at the finish line?
I will happily drink some chocolate milk at the finish line, down liters of it. So I'll hang on.
You're telling me you once drank 3 liters of chocolate milk after a run. I don't know how you would do that. But
it was great. It never got bored of it.
One last question for you regarding Strava. Would you prefer to own the Crown or the local legend?
The Crown. Yeah, I think having the local legend anywhere means you should probably try a bit of variety in your training and explore some new routes. So yeah, definitely the Crown for sure.
Well, thanks, Louie, for your time today. I wish you all the best for the upcoming Sum 80 and look forward to seeing you on the start and especially on the podium at the finish.
Sweet. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, mate.